Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's YunKs. Today, I'll be showing you guys Assembly 2. This is an auto rifle that you can purchase from the new Monarchy vendor in the tower. This will cost you 150 legendary marks, and you do have to be at least rank 3 in new Monarchy in order to purchase this weapon. Anyway, I do have the vendor version of it, so let's quickly go over the perks that are on this thing. So for the sets, I run OEG. We have armor piercing rounds and quick draw. This weapon can be drawn unbelievably fast. I run quick draw here. We have perfect balance, extremely low recoil, and third eye. Radar stays active while aiming down sights. So I'm going to run perfect balance, and we have counterbalance. This weapon has increased stability. Alright, so pretty decent perks on this thing. Now before we get into, I do want to mention this is a high rate of fire, low impact auto. Very similar to the Doctrine of Passing or Unbent Tree from Iron Banner. Anyway, let's take a look at the aesthetics. Alright, let's just get right into the gameplay. So, Assembly versus the Ultra Knight for the DPS test. It took me 115 shots to put him down, having to reload twice, each reload clocking in at 2 seconds long, each headshot dealing 278 damage, and it took me 11.7 seconds to kill him. Alright, we're moving right along into PvP, and Assembly 2 will deal 15 damage to the head and 12 damage to the body, but of course this does depend on what range you're at. If you're too far away, you will definitely not get these numbers. This is an auto rifle, and it is most certainly not meant for long range combat. I would say at a medium-ish distance, you will start to see a damage drop off on this thing. Anyway, it'll take 14 shots to put somebody down if all your shots are headshots, or it'll take 17 shots to put somebody down if all your shots are body shots. It could also take 13 headshots and 1 body shot to kill your enemy. What is the time to kill on Assembly 2? Well, let's say it takes 14 shots to kill your enemy. It'll take 0.9 seconds. Not a bad time to kill whatsoever. This thing can shred through enemies as long as you could hit headshots somewhat consistently, and even with 2 stability perks on this thing, counterbalance and perfect balance, it still has a nice little kick to it. This is a high rate of fire auto, so it will be bouncing around a lot. It's gonna want to kick straight up, so while you are holding down the trigger, you're gonna want to adjust your aim every once in a while. I did it like probably every 5 shots or so. I just moved the thumbstick a little bit down. If you didn't do this while holding that trigger, you probably would be aiming somewhere in the sky. So you're gonna just have to learn the recoil on this thing. You're gonna have to learn how to control it. It should only take a couple games of playing with to really get used to it. It's really not that bad. And that is, of course, if you're not used to these high rate of fire autos. If you are used to them, you shouldn't have a problem whatsoever using Assembly 2. And while we still are on the topic of recoil, I found that the initial burst, the initial maybe first 10 to 15 shots on this thing really kick much harder than the rest of the mag. If you do shoot an entire mag holding down the trigger the whole time, it seems to get easier to control as it goes. How did I feel using Assembly 2 in the Crucible? Well, I found it to be a very solid auto rifle in the right situations. Obviously, with this high rate of fire, low impact auto, you're going to want to stay in close to medium range encounters. Anything further than that, you're really pushing it, and this weapon will not be able to handle those further distances. But at those close to medium range encounters, this thing has so much potential and can really shred. Even if you miss a few headshots here and there, you hit some body shots, or even if you miss a shot in general, this weapon isn't as punishing as most other weapons are. You can get away with it and still put your enemy down within a fair amount of time. Anyway guys, go ahead and leave in the comments, have you gotten an Assembly 2 yet from New Monarchy? And if you have, what do you think of it? Let me know. Overall, I had a great time using Assembly 2 in the Crucible. It has been a while since I've used a high rate of fire, low impact archetype auto rifle, and I forgot just how much fun they actually are. I didn't have a problem whatsoever getting my footage, and I also found myself getting some nice kill streaks with this weapon along the way. Anyway guys, that's pretty much gonna wrap this one up. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the video, and go ahead and leave a sub if you haven't already if you want to see more weapon reviews similar to this one. I'm always covering weapons here in Destiny. Anyway guys, I will see you next time.